The penultimate episode of Star Trek Lower Decks Season 4 has arrived. In what was a weird choice, this episode was shrouded in mystery. Seriously, we only got promo pictures this week. Paramount Plus did not release the episode name or description at the usual time. Even showrunner Mike McMahan noted that these episodes had not been sent to the press for reviews. I guess the title of The Inner Fight is a take on The Inner Light? This is our review of Star Trek Lower Decks Season 4 Episode 9. Spoiler warning. Welcome to Trek Central, I'm your host Captain Jack, and let's get into our weekly review of Lower Decks. Don't forget, we're beaming down to MCM Comic Con this weekend in the UK. If you're coming down to London, do say hello and join our panels. The schedule is down below in the video description, as is all our links as per usual. Before we do warp into the main part of this video, if you want to keep up to date on all the latest Star Trek news, lore and more, then make sure to hit that subscribe button to never, and I mean never, miss a video from the team here at Trek Central. You can also follow us on social media for daily updates on the Star Trek universe. Okay? Engage. The opening arc of the episode was interesting. While initially it bore no connection to the episode, it actually did. The plot part of this, being weird alien dodo-like creatures, was not connected. However, the element that was being highlighted was the recklessness of Mariner. We've all noticed it throughout the 4th season of Star Trek Lower Decks. Still, this opening segment does tie into the overall episode. Speaking of Mariner, we learn more about why Mariner is acting out in this episode. Surprisingly, she briefly references the Star Trek Next Generation episode, Lower Decks. It seems Mariner actually knew one of the characters featured in this episode. This character is named in this Lower Decks episode as well. She was called Sito Jaxa. It seems Beckett came up within the Academy with her. Mariner's reflection on the past was a great characterization in this episode. I really enjoyed her reflection on the Dominion War and what Starfleet should be about. Her conversation with the Klingon was eye-opening for the character. However, I am not sure if it fully explains her recent destructive behaviour. I guess it does, depending on how you look at it. Honestly, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. I feel at this point with Lower Decks, it is a common point to circle back with Mariner on how she has been promoted and does not like that, so she rebels to get demoted and back to square one. On reflection, the title of this episode is a reference to Mariner and perhaps a reference to our returning character of Nick Locano, which we'll speak about now. With penultimate episodes, or series finales, it's always a mystery if anyone we know will appear. Season 1 made it so that Captain Riker and the USS Titan arrived to save the day. We get several name drops in this episode that references past and current Star Trek characters, such as 7 of 9 and Dr. Beverly Crusher. However, I don't think we expected Nicholas Locano to show up. Locano was also connected to Sito Jaxa via Nova Squadron in Starfleet Academy. Also, can I just say, the planet that Captain Freeman, Shax and Rutherford visit looks like Tatooine. Also, the bar of Mud must definitely be a reference to Harry Mudd. This bar and planet was a great spot to reference previous alien species from Star Trek. You can even see a Gorn walking around the planet's surface. Kinda cool given Strange New Worlds, I guess. Chief Engineer Billups as being a mysterious bounty hunter was hilarious. However, his voice modulator did sound like a Breen warrior. I hope his character would have been unique and not someone we already knew. Still, seeing the away team discover that Nick Locano is behind the mysterious starship was kinda cool. Back to Billups though, I like how this sort of goes with Freeman, basically outsmarting everybody. That was kinda cool. Ultimately though, Freeman, Shax and Rutherford discover blueprints for the unknown alien starship in Locano's warehouse. Given that Mariner knew Sito Jaxa and Sito's connection to Nick Locano, it makes sense that both Mariner and Locano know each other, which connected with the ending of the episode. It'll be interesting to see how the season finale handles what the pair get up to. Obviously I can't see Mariner getting involved in actually helping Nick and what he seeks to do. However, I feel like more depth needs to be added to the character for the actual plan to fold out and for the season finale to make sense. Our main plot of this episode features most of the Lower Deckers on a mission. While it seems like it's a safe bet to ensure Mariner does not get into any extra trouble, this goes sideways, thanks to the Klingons. Most things go sideways due to the Klingons. The main Lower Deckers end up in this mysterious but alien planet. Immediately we become aware that crews of other seemingly destroyed ships have ended up here, like we see Cardassians, Klingons and even Romulans. Also, by the way, the sort of thing they go to send a distress signal is definitely the Endor shield bunker from Return of the Jedi. I'm not lying, it definitely looks like that. What next? Is this going to be the forest moon of Endor? Given the reveal about Nick Locano seemingly being the person behind this ship, it does leave a big question. Why are the crews of these destroyed ships allowed to be alive on this hostile planet? I mean, the planet has glass rainstorms. It's hardly rises of those being dropped off. It does make me wonder if something else is going to happen. Again, it harkens back to understanding Locarno's actual plan and how it relates to the alien species being left on the planet to survive. Finally, as the penultimate episode, this episode gives us more depth to a season-long story arc. This is a mysterious starship running around and killing people. Honestly, I felt like the reveal was a bit meh. Maybe it's because the original episodes featuring Nick Locarno are not really my favourite episodes in all of Star Trek The Next Generation. Still, it's cool to see Robert Duncan McNeil back once again to voice one of his Star Trek characters. Can the season final pull anything off? Having a mysterious alien ship, which has been able to decimate other species starships so easily, be built by a former Starfleet officer, somewhat makes sense, but does not at the same time. Next week's episode will have to answer some big questions. Seriously, I have many thoughts about what is happening here. Still, using a character we know about does make sense, but we need to learn more about his motivations behind this. The episode did a good job of mixing up the teams. However, Rutherford was pushed onto Captain Freeman and Shax to ensure we had a low deck as part of that team, I guess, or command crew. Unfortunately, Rutherford did not really contribute much to the B-plot of this episode. His lines with Freeman mostly came off as comic relief. Hopefully he has more to do in the season finale. Then again, we've noted this has been a problem in the 4th season, and it seems to be down to the addition of T'Lyn into the mix. She's a great character, by the way, not saying it's her actual fault, but adding another voice, it kind of makes too many voices for the main Lower Deckers crew. Regardless, this episode was still a cool adventure for Star Trek Lower Decks, and it kept me entertained. However, it will remain to be seen if the season can wrap up its plot threads nicely next week. There are some big questions to be answered about what's happening with Nick Locarno and the mysterious alien starship. So, what did you think of the penultimate episode of Star Trek Lower Decks? Has this been a highlight of Season 4 for you? Let us know in the comments section. If you want to keep up to date on the latest Star Trek news, lore and more, make sure to hit that subscribe button to never miss a video from a team here at Trek Central. You can also follow us on social media or join our community Discord server. For now, I've been Captain Jack, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next week for the season finale of Lower Decks Season 4. Make it so. Live long and prosper, my friends. Goodbye.